Okay, well, thanks for joining, everyone. I believe we've given it enough time, so we're going to go ahead and get started here. This is Joel Wilhelm. I'm the Director of Channel Sales with phoenixNAP, and today we are here to talk a little bit about our Veeam Cloud Connect Resellers program and discuss some of the benefits of our phoenixNAP client portal and the control that delivers to our end users and our resellers. Bryan?
Hey, Joel, I'll take the ball. It sounds like Bryan was a little, he's still muted. So, hi, I'm Brad Craig. I'm the Southwest Territory Manager supporting phoenixNAP. I'll be here working with the team and being able to support them in all matters Cloud Connect. And I'd like to turn over to Bryan now, so for him to introduce himself.
Hi, guys. This is Bryan Sarpad from phoenixNAP. I manage our sales engineering team. I'm going to do a brief overview of PNCP and some of the functionality it has for Veeam resellers. And yeah, go ahead and take it from here, Joel.
Okay. If anybody has any questions during this, feel free to jump on chat and post those questions. Or if you have any technical issues, just let us know. If everyone would stay tuned till the end, we do have a raffle. We're going to use a random name generator to give us a name of somebody who's in attendance at the end of the webinar for a $100 Amazon voucher prize. So ensure that you stay on for that. So we wanted to talk a little bit about our partnership opportunities with phoenixNAP and what the reseller program is all about. Bradley, if you would speak to the relationship we have with Veeam in a little bit more detail.
Absolutely, Joel. I'm very pleased to be working with the phoenixNAP team. These guys are great guys, every one of them. I love working with them. So just wanted to let everyone know we are proud to announce that this past year, phoenixNAP has won our Innovation Award for their work on the phoenixNAP client portal, which we'll delve into. Bryan will talk a little bit about, but they are doing amazing work. phoenixNAP was one of Veeam's first launch partners when we launched Cloud Connect as a service back in 2014. And then from there, it's just kind of spiraled out of control. Like they've been with us there, every step of the way. When we released version 9, where we added in replication into Cloud Connect, they were there. They were some of our launch partners for that. We do a lot of testing. And when we launched Office 365 in 2017, they were also one of our launch partners. Not only were they some of our launch partners for that, but they are at the forefront of some of the adding the extra value that you'll see in this presentation. The PNC portal, which that Bryan's going to kind of show you, is going to be very valuable to your end user customers and as well as the resellers, because you as resellers are always trying to look for that extra additional piece of margin to add to it, especially when Office 365 is kind of more of a low end margin product after you do the migration. So it's going to be a really good, valuable tool for you guys to really look at. And I would start pitching this to your clients just because of the value it adds and be able to get you some of that additional margin. Thanks. Joel, passing back to you.
Yeah, thanks for that, Bradley. So yeah, phoenixNAP, and I just want to speak to the partnership a little bit as well. We've been working with Veeam, like Bradley said, since the inception of Cloud Connect with Veeam. And, we're very happy that they've shown so much love for us and our channel, helping to develop, multi-tenant solutions where customers that consume Veeam backup and replication software have an option to put their backups into the cloud, to replicate into a disaster recovery, a VMware platform, with a cloud service provider that was born in the cloud, right? Doing data center and cloud-based operations. So customers then can leverage our experience in that space, leveraging the Veeam software. And then, customers that are using now Office 365 for their back office, Veeam's developed a set of tools that we use for our backup as a service, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But they've been an excellent partner. We were welcomed into the Veeam Velocity, SKO, and enjoyed our time there and meeting and greeting with many of the Veeam team members. So really appreciate the partnership. I'm not sure the audience on the call, if everyone's familiar with us. I'm assuming many are already in our channel program, but I want to speak to the fact that, here's what we do, right? And here we are. So phoenixNAP specializes in outsourced infrastructure as a service. We were founded in 2009. We have over 500 employees worldwide with over 100 engineers worldwide. And what we're known for is data center and cloud services. We do infrastructure as a service, everything from, co-location, power pipe and space, all the way up into, dedicated and bare metal servers to VMware platforms, and then the attached sales, managed backups, Veeam Cloud Backups, disaster recovery as a service, and object storage, things along those lines. We have built a very comprehensive network. You're looking at the pins in the map there, where we have both data center investments and network investments, building our own blended network with DDoS protection, things all that baked into the product, so we can be a value-added provider. We've won awards. We can talk about those. 14 global data centers and growing. And we're focused. In the North American region, we have 4 regional channel managers, and we're growing to a 5th going to be in the Texas area. But we have regional channel managers that I'd like to ensure that you're introduced to, so that you can have further discussion about our capabilities and partnering with phoenixNAP. Here's a quick drill down into our 5 core competencies. Data center, that is inclusive of co-location, smart hands, network services, DDoS mitigation. Moving into cloud, shared tenant, fully dedicated clouds, and of course, many options to custom tailor what you're consuming in the cloud with phoenixNAP for a predictable OpEx. We're seeing a lot of pullback from customers that went in with AWS and Azure, and looking for something that's a little bit more predictable. We're a great choice for that. We've recently launched a complete security as a service solution that delivers monitoring and alerting for customers. They get our people, our software, our 24/7 SOC, and our watch center capabilities for a very low cost, oftentimes for a fraction of what one full-time sales, or I shouldn't say sales, but security person might cost. So security as a service is a core competency at phoenixNAP. And of course, availability, and we're here to really concentrate on that today. So backup as a service, DR as a service, O365. Availability, it's critical to every business to protect the data and to ensure that if something bad happens, whatever that might be, that they have protected it and they have a way of recovering. And then hardware, clearly we offer infrastructure as a service, and flowing into managed backup for Office 365. So phoenixNAP in 2018 launched our Office 365 protection suite. So this is something I think all partners that have either downstream channel partners or MSPs and VARs that are out there actively selling Office 365 to customers should be considering. There's a few good reasons why here listed on the slide, but at the end of the day, Microsoft only protects data for a certain amount of time. If you delete someone, that data might be gone in a shorter period of time than you might be mandated to keep it for. If there's malicious activity, you need to be able to protect against that. If there's malware or something like that that gets into the ecosystem, you can still get Office 365 instances locked down by malware. So you need to be able to protect the data and recover the data. So there's a lot of reasons why owning that data for a very low cost, and phoenixNAP delivers a long-term retention for a very low price point. Our list price is $3 per seat for the Office 365 environment, and our default retention is 3 years. We can go longer. We can also protect optionally the OnePoint and SharePoint environments for the customer. So if you have customers using Office 365, we've integrated the Veeam Office 365 tools, and offer a complete turnkey backup as a service for a low cost per seat. Many of you are already familiar with Veeam Cloud Backup as a service. So our Veeam Cloud Connect cloud backup solution has been around since 2014. Like Bradley said, we've launched this in 2014, right alongside of Veeam, with one of the first cloud service providers to get into the space. So we have this down very, very well. We have hundreds of customers worldwide. We have customers as small as a single terabyte. We have customers larger than 200 terabytes with us today, backing up or copying backups into our cloud for either short or long-term retention. We provision very quickly. It's fully interoperable with Veeam. Everything is secured. We've got, encryption at rest, SSL encryption over the traffic, delivering a complete end-to-end secure solution, and it's very cost-effective. We include the bandwidth. There's no nickel and dime fees for gigabyte in, gigabyte out. Our one cost per terabyte per month covers all of the costs that you would expect, so there's no surprises on your bill. Moving a little bit further on with data protection, our Veeam Cloud Disaster Recovery as a Service solution is really the Cadillac product. Some customers have mission critical workloads that cannot go down. They can't go offline, or they need a very low recovery time or recovery point objective, and replicating those workloads makes a lot more sense than just backing them up. Basically, we're able to offer a 4-hour SLA on recovery, testability, pre-configured networks. All of those things play into delivering a solution that delivers business continuity and an outcome that basically keeps the customer online no matter what might happen to their on-prem data center. So these are the types of solutions that we are supporting with Veeam today. I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Bryan Sarpad, our manager of solution engineering here, sales engineering, to go ahead and talk a little bit more about our PNCP portal.
Hi guys, this is Bryan. So yeah, we've been a Veeam service provider for several years, and we had some demand from our customers where they wanted some self-service solutions that used us to support the infrastructure. So that led us to look into adding some features to our client portal, PNCP, that allow people to self-manage Veeam repositories. We started our client portal with a focus on public cloud capabilities, but we quickly expanded into our other product lines, such as bare metal servers, object storage, hybrid clouds, and now backup and recovery services. Joel, go ahead to the next slide, please. So this is a feature overview of what I'm about to show you on the next few slides. There's some customer management, including role-based access controls for granular security, storage quota management for your Veeam Cloud Connect repos, a way to do bulk pricing updates, some billing reports, and a couple different types of actual billing models. Can you go to the next slide, please? All right. So this is our main menu that you would see when you log into the system, and this is all the management capabilities that you have at your disposal. All right. So now this is our purchase model screen. PNCP has multiple price models to use. The first is permanent storage. This is essentially contracted storage quota. All the end client quotas underneath this allocation will be aggregated under the reseller's permanent storage quota. The next model is burst storage. This allows for situations where you may need more storage for a month or two, but you don't want to commit to it on an annual basis. This burst quota is priced higher to incent commitments for lower priced permanent storage tiers. Here we have an example of somebody adding a repo in a Phoenix location for one of their clients. Once the repo is created, the client is sent a welcome letter with login credentials and a host name to use when adding phoenixNAP as a service provider inside the Veeam management console. Can you go to the next slide? All And on this screen, this is where you are able to update your pricing for all your clients. So inside PNCP, we don't actually bill anybody. What we do is provide you with a billing report, and I'll show you that on one of the next screens. That billing report shows what you're charged and what you're going to charge your customers, and that's what you're seeing here on this screen. This is where you would set prices for what you would charge your customers, and those would be reflected on the billing report. Can you go to the next screen? All right, and when you're setting up a, go back one, please. When you're setting up a repository, this is the overview screen that you would see for the different locations. And these are the locations you have available to create a repository at. We are in the process of adding some additional locations, but right now it's limited to these 5. All right, go ahead and go to the next screen. So we're a security-focused company, so it only makes sense that we would build our client portal with the latest security standards in mind. All of the data centers where the data is stored have on-site security personnel and keep video surveillance and badge access logs. Our IT infrastructure is built around PCI DSS standards to ensure the utmost care when it comes to handling client data. PNCP has 6 different levels of user roles to support robust role-based access control policies. That's what you're seeing here on this screen. PNCP also supports 2-factor authentication to use one-time passwords with apps like Google or Microsoft Authenticator. All right, go ahead and go to the next screen. And here is a sample of one of the billing reports. This breaks down the charges paid to phoenixNAP and the cost of services provided to the end client. It looks like in this particular screen, usage started halfway through the month to demonstrate what a prorated charge would look like. And of course, all these reports can be exported to Excel or CSV. Actually, can you go to the next screen? I think we show that. Yeah, and that's showing you right there. That's pretty much it to cover the reseller portion.
All right, we'll take any questions you might have for Bryan on that. So that was a quick overview of the PNCP portal, which is our phoenixNAP customer portal that offers a lot of different functionality. And one of those things that we just covered was the reseller capabilities for our Veeam Cloud Connect backup product. So we'll field any questions real quick here before we move on. No questions? Anybody on chat? Let me check that real quick. Okay, well, we'll move right along. So the whole idea here is, phoenixNAP wants to be a high value partner to our channel. We want to help our channel expand their services portfolio with basically on-demand services. These are high demand products and services, everything from co-location all the way through cloud services and backup and disaster recovery. So if there's any gaps in your portfolio, we want to be able to speak with you and discuss how we can go to market together, how we can get you the collateral around these, how we can train you up from a sales and technical perspective, so that way we can both go to the market stronger together, selling high value services that both will generate revenue for both of our organizations. You're looking at some trends here in the market as far as the estimated growth over the next few years. Clearly, there's statistics from Gartner and Forrester that also quote high growth segments in cloud services anywhere between the high 20s and low 30s year over year. So this is very much also a land and expand opportunity. Once customers start consuming these types of services, they tend to grow, and so does the additional revenue from those. There's lucrative reseller incentives. We have a great support team here to work with you. And with the PNCP portal, we have delivered self-service support for our resellers for cloud backups, which is a high volume business. We have a lot of resellers that have hundreds of customers that they've sold Veeam to, and this gives them a way to leverage our infrastructure and build this into their managed services model. And if I can get this to advance, there we go. If you're interested in a more in-depth one-on-one PNCP demo, again, we have resources here that can take you through that, show you everything else that's available in the PNCP portal. Feel free to contact us at the partner@phoenixnap.com email address. And right now, I'd like to introduce Anna Maria. She is our marketing specialist out in Serbia. And Anna Maria, I believe you've taken the names of the attendees on the call right now, put them into a random name generator, and we are waiting for the results.
Yes, Joel, I did that. But before we continue with this, I just would like to share that Jim Minke has a question. So can you please review the multi-tenant feature cost per user?
Sure. So let's roll back real quick. And multi-tenant costing. Let's see if I can find the right slide here.
Sure. So was it the pricing or which area?
Jim,
Right.
you're unmuted. Can you please ask a question?
Sure, thank you. Excuse me.
You're welcome.
Just trying to figure out from a billing perspective, if you have this multi-tenant environment with a good deal of customers generating invoicing for their allocation, if you will. We're a larger company, so I've got a separate billing department. I would need to be able to provide them with concise reports so they can generate those bills. And I just wanted to take a look at, what does it look like from a multi-tenant management perspective to check status and those types of things. And then, of course, from a billing perspective, how do I generate a report for that to be utilized?
Sure. So let's see. I don't think the demo we had created probably had about 10 users or so. So I don't have a good screenshot to show you. But essentially, it's going to all be broken down by individual end clients. So if you kind of look at the background there, actually, Joel, I think go to the next screen. Or maybe, I'm sorry, it was, there we go, that one. Yeah. So if you see there, it's kind of hard to see right now, but if it's essentially broken down by account. So each account is going to have line items with all those fields showing up as columns in the actual Excel report. So you're going to have the date range, permanent storage, the burst storage. So, I mean, that's essentially how it's going to be broken down, though, is by account ID into a XLS or CSV file that you can import. So it might not import smoothly into your accounting software. Probably going to have somebody manually import that, or potentially write some sort of import script, a macro to parse through all that data. User management, and this might be a little bit easier to demonstrate during actual one-on-one demo, so I can get in the system and show you some of the menus, because it doesn't translate too well over PowerPoint. But user management is essentially done under one of the tabs up there. Under Manage, you can select the end clients that you create underneath your organization and allocate quotas. You can do bulk updates, pricing for a number of different clients at once. But let's go ahead and set you up with a one-on-one demo after the call. We can go over some of this in finer detail.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jim, let me ask you: do you utilize phoenixNAP today as your back end essentially for Veeam backups and then resell to your customers, or are you more on a referral basis with phoenixNAP today?
No relationship. We are doing a homegrown colo type of backup that we're trying to migrate away from. So I'm researching possibilities.
Okay, great. Well, we would love to have a one-off conversation with you. So I think that would be a good next step for us. Okay, and I'm sorry, Anna Maria.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you want to share your screen while you do this, or if you just want to announce the name.
I will share the screen just a second.
Okay.
Okay, so here are the names. I hope you see my screen, and I will just speak now. So our lucky winner is Anthony. So congratulations.
Congratulations, Anthony. You're the lucky winner of a $100 gift voucher from Amazon. And we'll be connecting with you. If you wouldn't mind sharing maybe a way to contact you. Do we have contact information, Anna Maria?
Yeah, Anthony, you
great.
are unmuted.
All right. Hey, well, how about a quick speech, Anthony? Congratulations.
Anthony Walker?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, hi guys. How you doing?
Very well. Pleased to meet you. So,
No speeches. New to the Veeam family. Been working hard to grow our Microsoft practice, and I was on a call about a week or so ago, and I found out that Office 3.5 does not back up to Azure. So this light went off in my head that I really need to develop my relationship with Veeam, since they obviously back up Office 365. So right around the time we decided on that, we kind of shifted our focus to Microsoft 365. But nonetheless, we're welcome to be a part of the Veeam family and looking forward to growing our practice with Veeam.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to it as well. So as you can see, we enable Veeam partners delivering extra solutions that can be very capital intensive to build out, right? So we want to become an extension of your team to help service your customers in a better way. So we're looking forward to that. So congratulations and thanks for the quick speech. That's actually a great segue into what we're doing here.
Thanks, guys.
Go back to showing my screen. Hopefully you guys can see that. And I want to go ahead and put here at the end of the deck, this is our current channel team. These are the territories that phoenixNAP covers. If you find yourself in one of those regions, Peter Marr is on the East Coast, so he's in the orange there. There's his contact information. In the yellow is our channel manager, Eric Carlson. If you find yourself in that region, want to reach out to your channel manager, Eric is your guy. In the Pacific Northwest, we have Scott Bradley. And in the Southwest and Southern California, we have Brandon Beverly. For all other inquiries, feel free to reach out to either partner@phoenixnap.com or reach out to myself, Joel Wilhelm, the Director of Channel Sales here at phoenixNAP. Again, we're very happy you joined the call. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and wrap up here if there's no other questions. So have a great day, and we'll let you get back to it.
Take care.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.